So, uh, this video is supposed to come out like 2 weeks ago. It's supposed to come out on the 10th anniversary of my YouTube channel, but it didn't work out like that. Before I get things started, this is my house bed that I sleep in. But right now, it's a little ragtag because I've been sleeping under a different blanket while I waited for the other one I used to wash. So let me just fix that. So, hey, look, the bed is done. There is a cover on it now, and the sheets are neat. Anyways, I just kind of wanted to talk and kind of look back at my channel and then look at what I want to do moving forward. All hand gestures right now. But, so what's up? Name's Will. I started my YouTube channel way back December 22nd, 2006. I've been on YouTube over 10 years and I haven't done jack shit with it. How did I first get into YouTube? Way back into the summer of either '06 or '05. Because I think I was still in elementary school then when I first discovered YouTube. Because I remember I had just recently gotten into Kingdom Hearts, so I got Kingdom Hearts 2. So one of the first videos I saw actually got me into the band The Rasmus. And it was an AMV of back when those were a thing. They still are a little bit. That's just not a community I see as much. Kind of band my Animu days. But anyways, it was an AMV of Kingdom Hearts like videos set to their song In the Shadows. And I'm like, wow, that's really cool. This video is really edgy. I just sing that silly fucking song all the time. And I would browse around and I just look at random videos of like Kingdom Hearts, people playing through it, people fighting Sephiroth and stuff like that. And I'm wow. And this got me really into that franchise. So now I'm a fan. And sad fact of the matter is, it's been 10 years since Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, and Kingdom Hearts 3 still isn't out. And I went from elementary school to college. That's just fucking absurd. But anyways, I considered making one initially around the time, I think that summer. So I think YouTube had only been around for about a year. If I'm going by the fact that it was 2006. So I'm watching videos, I'm doing whatever it is I want to do, and I think one day I'm like, yo, maybe I can make myself an account. So I asked my mom, like, hey, can I make an account to the website? She's like, what is it? I'm like, it's YouTube. They just have videos, and I used to watch, like, cartoons and stuff like that. I did. I used to watch anime, Naruto, people watching critiques and all of that, and I'll get to that in a minute. But she's like, yeah, just be safe, predators on the internet and all that bullshit that we still had in 2005. So my original name way back then was, it actually had a typo in it, but I just decided not to change it. It was supposed to be Shadow Lizard for Sasuke. See, I even fucked it up now. I said the way it's spelled. But the way it was a misspelling of Shadow Lizard for Sasuke because at the time I was really into Sonic the Hedgehog. My favorite character was Shadow. Shut up. My favorite animals are lizards. And I was a big fan of Sasuke from Naruto at the time before I dropped that show off a couple years later, around like 2008, 2009. But yeah, at the time it was supposed to be Shadow Lizard for Sasuke. It turned into Shadow Lizard for Sasuke, and I had that name for a couple years. I remember way back, I had like 14 subscribers or some shit like that. I made my own background. It was just like this picture, and I would make videos, and I attempted to do animations because Pivot was really hot in middle school at the time. Kind of when I got into my middle school years, I would do AMVs from time to time because I thought what people were doing really cool. One of my now stepsisters, she gave me Sony Vegas Pro 7, and I used it to animate and edit some of my videos. I didn't get that good at it because I just didn't use it that much. And I think it was 2007 was when the Nostalgia Critic came onto YouTube, and I think I was one of his first 1,000 or 10,000 watchers and subscribers. I remember way back because I remember his old video back when the Cloverfield trailer dropped, and I lost my shit and I fell in love with that movie. Shit, if you're like really know about Cloverfield, you'll remember the Gray Shot game that was supposed to be a Cloverfield production game, and that thing just disappeared from the face of the internet. I don't know, stuff got crazy. I was trying to follow that, so been around for a long time. I watched the Nostalgia Critic kind of grow from his YouTube channel where he produced his content with him and his brother. I remember Cartoon All Stars to the Rescue. That was the name of it. Oh my god, that I thought this dude was really funny. I remember like really enjoying his content. That was funny. He talked like me, swore a lot, and all that shit. See, not much has changed. But sorry, my nose just itches. But watching his channel kind of inspired me. I'm like, oh, maybe I can get into critiquing because I think around the time it was Kikassia. It was their second anniversary thing. I think Doug Walker, actually, now that I remember it, Doug Walker kind of got me into Angry Video Game Nerd. So that's how I wound up following his channel. And, during all of this is when there's the same time abridging started going up. So around 2007, 2008, my best friend and I, Noir Tiger, we did our own sort of parody. We didn't script it. We just kind of yelled into a microphone, and we somehow got video version of Dot Hack, which is still my favorite game series. Still is, still was. Not much has changed. But yeah, we just yelled into a mic. We got some of our students at school to come and yell with us and yell random shit while we put licensed music in the background before that became a thing that we had to worry about on YouTube. So yeah, I tried to get into abridging. I tried to get into writing a lot. This is one of the first, middle school was around the time I actually started really getting into writing. And I didn't really get into it more so until about high school. But at the time, I'm like, yeah, let me. I started getting no, this is losing track. Fuck, I'm old. Where was I going with this? Yeah. So abridging, I got into abridging. I remember getting into Little Creepo and Yugo abridged around like I think it's episode 4 or 5. He was a couple episodes in back when his quality was very different from how it is now. I remember the Neighborhood Cluck. I remember Naruto abridged back where Moscow X started. Like all of this stuff makes me feel really really old on YouTube, and I've just kind of been watching it fly by over and over again. I've seen Philip DeFranco expand his like tiny YouTube channel into a YouTube empire, in a sense. Because I think I started following him around 2008. 2007 to 2008 was this massive year for YouTube building and just kind of making your channels huge. This was like around Tay-Zana Day, I think maybe afterwards. Fuck, I'm old. But and I didn't really find what my niche was. I tried different things. I tried the abridging thing. I still have a soft spot for it. Maybe that's something I'll pick up again one day just for shooting the shit. I did have an entry I created for Tiba, but what happened was it used some licensed music in the beginning, and because I was gonna put it up, I scripted, voiced, and edited it all in the span of about 4 hours the day it was due, and I missed the cutoff for Tiba by about, I want to say, 15 minutes. So it's sitting somewhere on my other laptop while that's getting fixed. That's a whole new bag of cats. And the whole time I've been on YouTube, I've been through 2 laptops, and this is my 3rd one, a gift from my mother. Thank her very much. Where I have to get new software every time, and I also have my external and everything. But seeing YouTube change and evolve is so crazy because you can see where people started, and looking back at all these creators that I follow, I see where the Nostalgia Critic started. I see where Little Creepo started. I see way back where all of the members of Team 4 Star started. The only one I really followed heavy was Landon Pater, who has an incredible range as a voice actor, and I really like his content. I really like Team 4 Star. Seeing Megami 33 start with Sailor Moon Abridged and then do the Sailor Moon short film with Chris Ricks and the other guy whose name I'm forgetting. But they're not going to watch this, so it doesn't matter. But seeing all these creators kind of find their passion, and I didn't find my niche quite yet. I was gonna do a review show that was gonna. It was around the time So following my point from earlier, it was around the time Kickassia had happened, and I had just gotten a cosplay costume. I think for Simone the Digger from Gurren Lagann, but him as an adult, and I was gonna like do a review as the kid critic because I was still young. I think I was like early teenager around the time Twilight came out, and I don't like those movies. I've seen all of them. um, and I was also going to do a Twilight Abridged. That was a thing. I actually have those vocal files somewhere. I don't have the video, I don't have the right editing software. Well, I do have the editing software now. But, those were done. And that was just something I never finished. And all this shit, they just never went finished was a thing. There was nothing I could ever feel committed to because all my interests would just shift so much all over time. And it's kind of the same thing that happened with 2016. You just kind of find what the fuck do I want to do. So, kind of now in 2017, after looking back at everything on YouTube, there's been so much great stuff. There's been some shit there too. And kind of looking back at my own channel, like I've hit over 100 views. This is probably my highest subscriber count in all of my 10 years, and that's only 86. And I'm kind of like, I kind of want to maximize that a little bit more. I want to do more stuff for this channel. There's that video I put back out when I was at my old school, when I was at work. I was talking about what I wanted to do with the channel, and kind of going into 2017, I want to produce more content for this channel. I certainly want to motivate myself to write more, so hopefully I can push myself to do that. And I want to get through those 51 movies. I'm not saying it'll be done by the end of the year, but hopefully I'll get through like at least half the list. I did watch Training Day. That review is being written on that laptop probably right after this. I watched it last week. It was a good movie, but you'll know more about that soon. So anyways, moving forward, I want to work on that. I want to occasionally do a few more reviews. I want to do more writing stuff, but I also want to maybe do some filming and music, and we'll see how that goes. But it's crazy to look back to think that I've been on YouTube for 10 years. I haven't done jack shit, but I've watched everyone like rise and go crazy. And it's crazy to think that someone like Michael, who's one of my friends over at Hybrid Network, one of my co-hosts, has managed to flip his channel and get, I think, was it over 25,000 subs right now, and really do his thing and do what he wanted to do, and just kind of, he has a fan base growing, and he gets his stuff from reactions. And that works for him. That's really good stuff. And I'm just trying to find what works for me. So it's kind of getting myself to write more, and at the same time it's going to be a little bit of a struggle. I'm finishing out my senior year in college and planning on graduating in May. That's my hope. Get my undergrad and then go forward with graduate school and do what I want to do with my life. But yeah, it has been a weird 10 years, kind of looking back at the people I know, the friends I made recently because of YouTube, but I also have some friends from a long time ago. You know, I actually had a handful, like a fistful of fans at one point over that stupid parody series I did. You can go find that in the deep archives of this channel. But, you know, I had a handful of fans. I reached out and connected with a couple of abridgers, like, before he was, Azure Flamecrow, who, I was actually supposed to work on a project with him at one point. And I did the project. The project just never got released. It was a fan dub of Yu-Gi-Oh! Bonds Beyond Time, and I wound up voicing Yami Yugi, and I think he was voicing, what's the name? Yusei Fudo. And so, unfortunately, that project just never, I think 2 people didn't get their lines in, and that thing just wound up being dead in the water, which sucks, because I would have loved to see how the final product would have came out, and to know I got to work with one of my favorite abridgers and parodiers and content creators on the site. And, you know, seeing him like Red Knight Kirtro, and all these people that I used to follow and just kind of grow up and do their own thing, or grow up and grow out of YouTube. Some people grow out of YouTube. seeing all the controversy, seeing all the wild shit happen. It's just crazy to look back, and I'm just like, wow, I watched all of this. And now I'm like, it's like 2017, I'm like, what do I want to do with my channel? And I don't know, but I think we'll start with some writing. I have 2 videos planned involving superheroes specifically. I'm not going to tell you the full story on it because the first one isn't done, but I hope you enjoy it. And the second one, the first one, the only thing I'll say is the first one is about a character that I'm not really a fan of. And the second one is about a character that I'm a massive fan of. And, you know, I have all these story ideas and stuff swirling around in my head. So I'm just trying to, I think with YouTube, I'm just going to use it as my outlet to write more shit and maybe critique things. So yeah, that is my spiel about being on YouTube for 10 years. It's weird. It's very weird to know that I've been on YouTube, I think, longer than anyone else I know. And I'll still I'll put out at least a couple videos a year. But hopefully I can make that shit more frequent with the Modern Black 51 list. So hopefully I can get through that. Because honestly, these movies don't suck. They're good. Except Baby Boy. That was alright. But yeah, we'll see where this goes. So hopefully this channel goes somewhere good. So yeah, I will see you guys and my shitty lighting later. So, of course, I gotta start saying that now. If you like this video and you want to support me into putting out more content, you know, you can like, you can comment, you can subscribe to the channel. Tell me what you guys want. I wanna hear. Let's talk it out. Let's be friends. Yes, let's be friends.
You know that I spit with a steam, still chasing my dream. Fuck 2016.